Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Jalip tribe. We are here admiring the offspring of the Dalmatian who visited last time. So we had a very handsome Dalmatian arrive to the island. He popped out of the bushes and surprised me because we already had quite a few pack members on the entire island, so I was not expecting a brand new creature to wander by. But he showed up looking absolutely stunningly beautiful and stole the hearts of so many of our unattached females and a couple of the attached ones too. And we ended up having many children with that very elderly Dalmatian male before he passed away. And thankfully, his arrival also introduced a couple of new genetic factors into our tribe's gene pool too. But really quickly, I thought I would share a really funny story with you guys while I was setting up and preparing to dive back into our tribe and tell their story and see what is going on in this world. My beloved Chips, which is kind of ironic because we had chocolate chips and her mate right over here, but my beloved boyfriend, best friend, love of my life is known as Chips online, and he walked in and he looked over my shoulder and everybody was just sitting like this, and he looked at me and he went, "You know, as someone who knows nothing about this game, that's very creepy." And I glanced over and I realized, really, when you have a whole bunch of creatures with dark black abyss eyes staring at you and following wherever the mouse goes, it really could be interpreted as kind of creepy. But that's also when I noticed that we do have one pack member right here who breaks the mold. So little Vanku here actually has brown eyes, and I'm not sure if that's like the first of our creatures to have brown eyes. I thought, no, we've got one more over here. Aha, that's right. So Chocolate Chips actually introduced brown eyes into the pack. I am still very sad for her. I was really touched to see how many of you guys were in mourning for her because her mate did pass away last time. It was so sudden. We were so distracted with her mate and her, like Van's mate. It was Van and Chocolate Chips, and their children were fighting off a predator and finally uniting the two tribes because this little group had been in isolation for so long, and their children finally met with the children from this side of the island, and all of that drama was happening, and we turned around and the little old man had passed away. And it's very sad, but at least he left behind several wonderful children, and we are actually going to do our best to try to follow them and see how they are going to integrate with all of the other tribe members. And we also need to start deciding what genetics we are going to focus on and which ones we are going to try to carry on to the next island. So we have all of our tribe members right here. They're starting to display a nice variety of genetics. We've got antlers, we've got horns, we've got stripes, spots, plain patterns. We've got a few who are starting to really get a very powerful berry paw, and a few who are turning into really powerful fighters. Let me see if I can find... Here we go. Rilara is actually one of our strongest fighters, and she is one of the children of Chocolate Chips and Van. And I think that she is probably going to be one of the ones that we focus on breeding to try to pass on that really powerful strength. So we might focus on her. And she does have a younger sister, actually, Lari. And Lari is very interesting because she has no paw, double no paw. So she's actually got a bit of trouble. She doesn't really have the ability to feed herself inside of the pack, but because she was born into the tribe that watches over the tree, she's actually able to gather up food. She can shake the tree and gather up the nuts. She just can't pick any berries, and all she can really do is attack bunnies if one wanders up to her. But bunnies are a very unreliable source of food, so if she wanders away from the tree, I'm not sure if Lari would survive. But because she can survive here in the way of evolution and genetics, then there's a high likelihood that she will actually go ahead and go on to have children. And we'll have to see if her children end up thriving because they have the tree, if they also have no paw, or if, especially when they move to the new island, maybe her descendants will end up moving to the new island and that line will die off because no paw will turn out to be a big handicap when it comes to survival. So we'll have to see what goes on there. But I am going to do something that you guys have been begging me to do for a long time now, and I keep meaning to do and I keep forgetting. Oh, Mies, don't pass away soon. Chocolate Chip, her name is also Mies, since you cannot rename the creatures as of yet. Don't pass away soon. I really want you to survive for a while. But if we come over, we can actually change their colors now. So that's what I wanted to do. We're going to go ahead and change the colors. And when I say change your colors, I mean the colors of the gemstones on their chest. So I'm going to change all of the colors of the Chocolate Chip family, the Cookie family as we call them, to Tarovan, I'm pretty sure you're descended from them as well. Van Kirkir, pretty sure you're descended from them. Tarovan, maybe you aren't. I know we had a little bit. In fact, Tarovan, now that I think about it, I'm not sure if you were. And so many of you guys have actually made amazing family trees for our creatures, for our tribe. So I wish I had that right now, but I don't have it open right now. Kosi, I'm pretty sure you're from this side of the family. Yeah, because this is your brother Nuvan. So we can start separating the different groups. And actually, I'm pretty sure Tarovan, let's see, strength. In fact, I wonder if we can check through the genetic pattern. Pretty sure Tarovan is actually one of theirs, and they all came together to try to fight off the predator right here. And if I got that wrong, we can always fix it in the future. But that's just kind of a way to try to keep an eye on when we start breaking the tribe up into different groups. And then down here is Vonro, and he is another one of these family members, and he stumbled on this gigantic berry grove. So we definitely need to keep him over here. So he can take care of the berries. I think he has, he's got he's got 3 points in collecting, which is pretty good compared to a lot of the other creatures. But all right, now that we have rambled long enough about what is currently going on the island, we're going to start separating out some of the tangled webs of the family nest, and we do need to see some of the Cookie family start having children now that their father has passed away. So I'm kind of thinking, let's see, Rilara as the female might be good. And she does have stripes as the secondary. I do want to pass on the spots. I would love if I could pass on the brown fur and spots to try to have a grandchild who looks like chocolate chip. So that might be my first goal. So what about brown eyes, brown fur, spots? Let's have Van Kirkir go ahead and have a child so that he can try to have somebody who will look a little bit like his mother. Do I have any females? Let's see. She's already got ram horns, so it would be okay. A and D immunity, stripes, brown fur, black eyes, but brown mane. Let's actually send Lana over. I think Lana might be an interesting mate to pick. Or we could have, Analala. Analala might actually be interesting to try to get that gray fur coming out so that we can have another Dalmatian. That was really amazing to see that Dalmatian creature. Any of the other females maybe fit better? No, not really. We do have Kosi. Kosi might fit. She has panda pattern. Interesting. Kosi might fit. I might have Kosi breed with Vonro, because that would be an interesting one. So I don't know. We'll think about that. There are 2 nests, so I'm thinking about it too much again. But then again, if I don't think about it enough, a lot of people tend to really freak out and be like, "No, Seri, what are you doing?" But I think Lana would be good. Immunity D and A. Immunity A and B. And Kosi, what do you have? A and I. Who knows? Maybe we'll try breeding him with both of them. That's often something that we end up doing. All right, but actually we have a little bit of hunting to do. So let's go ahead and get this bunny first thing. There we go. Kosi, you go ahead and gather that up. Let's see. Kosi, brown eyes, red fur. Panda pattern, stripes. I really want dots passed on. You know what? We could probably try with Kosi, because I think Kosi we were sending over here anyway. So we'll try with Kosi, and then maybe with Rilara, who I think could probably take over this nest actually. What about Rilara and Tadukta? Because Tadukta is pretty awesome looking. And this would be a good match because they don't have the same immunity. And they have a wide variety of different genetics that they could mix together. So we'll go ahead and we will move a little Dakunu, and we will move him out of the nest, and we will move Ana out of the nest, and they can kind of just sit and maybe help out at the berry bushes. And then also Vonro. I'm going to give Vonro a orange dot in the middle so we can kind of keep him separate. But you may remember Vonro is kind of like our stray. He was the very last child of Eve, and he was kind of born and left in the far nest over here. He kind of feels like this is his area, but he doesn't really feel that comfortable around the rest of the tribe members. So we're going to send him wandering around, and he is going to help us to do the last of the exploring on the island. As soon as we finish completely exploring the island, then we will be moving on to the next island. So we definitely need to get some work done there. But all right, let's go ahead and start by picking all of the berries we possibly can. So just left and right, we'll do some berry picking everywhere. Awesome berry picking there. Awesome berry picking here. No more berries to be picked there. We can do a little bit of exploring on nearby spots as well. And Lorela can help out right here. Yeah, we can just start going ahead since we have actually so many creatures so nearby, so many little grass patches. We might as well. Okay, you're gonna help out here though, sir. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot how Nuvan is so talented with collecting. I need to pair him up with a female who's also very good at collecting. That would be fantastic. And then little Vanku was actually coming over to inherit this nesting spot. And his uncle, Nutaduk, was going to come over to start doing some exploring. And then, of course, we have this amazing spot with Vonro right over here. So he's going to be very busy collecting up all these berries. Oh my gosh, you guys! We went from nothing to so much, just like that. And then, let's see, I think that we'll have... What would happen if Laurie collects this nut, and then Chocolate Chip shakes the tree? There, and now Laurie can help out. And the little baby, oh, you guys! The little baby is standing on the bones of her father. How sad is that? Or his father, excuse me. Takuduk. Oh, he's a good fighter. I think we might send him down and we'll turn this nest into where we're trying to breed up some of the fighters. So we'll try to start sorting things that way and just seeing if we can use the mechanic in a helpful way. All right, there we go. There's that one. And then... Kosi, I moved you to do some hunting, but I'll have to move you back. Where is Lana? So Lana, not Lana. Who is the female I was going to have who had spots as her secondary? Did I totally lose her? I think I was Rilara. Rilara, who am I going to breed you with? Yeah, Tadukta. So let's go ahead and move them. It can be very tricky to kind of keep track of everything once you start getting so many creatures. So apologies if I'm kind of like, what's going on every now and then, because it's really easy to lose track of what you were planning to do with them unless you really focus. All right. So they're going to go ahead and have a child. Oh, I'm so excited. It's going to be the very first grandchild for Chocolate Chip, a continuation of the Cookie family, but a little bit further north. So I think ideally she wanted to come down into this family nest, but we'll see if we can get her back over there soon. I don't imagine the Chocolate Chip family likes staying very far apart from one another. All right, we'll go ahead and collect up a few more berries. And then this little guy can start doing some major exploring for us, because why not? We've got plenty of berries. We've got lots and lots of work we can do. Let's see. Tanuta, what am I going to do with you? Gray Fur is his secondary. He might go ahead and become a mate for Analala. Because, well, and then Anala. Maybe. I might see if we can pass on some of the gray fur that we've got going on here. And Vanta. So maybe Vanta too. So we'll have to look into it. All right. Oh, Lana. That's right. Lana, I was thinking about breeding you with somebody. Are you know what? Actually, Lana, you and Vanta might make a good baby. So we'll go ahead and breed them together and we'll just see what kind of babies they make. I'm going to scooch this guy over here. We are finally doing some of the big exploring that we should have done quite a while ago, but that's because we finally have the tribe healthy enough, strong enough, big enough. We can send them wherever we need to so that they can do some exploration inside of all of the grasslands, and we have enough food to do it because the rain came down. All right, so there we go, you guys. The only one we have on the nest right now is this one. She's gonna look at you, Taban! Oh, you're so awesome looking. Oh, wow. He can do berry collecting and he has some strength. Nice. What a wonderful mix of these two. I really like it. I really like it. So he's got the red mane, brown fur and black fur. He's got immunity B and D, so a healthy little boy. I think they turned out a very nice child. I do think she wants to return back to the family nest, so we'll have to see how that works out. Can you help me out, little buddy? Oh, look at him collect the nuts. Oh, that's so cute. And then we can come over here and Chocolate Chip can help out by knocking down more of the nuts. Oh, this is so sweet. They're just such a wonderful family. I just really love their group. All right, and then over here, I'm gonna have him go ahead, collect up that berry, collect up this berry, and he can start doing some exploring. And then we can start doing a little bit of exploring over here as well. No bunnies sighted, so we're okay there. And now I'm going to bring Kosi down so that she can have children. Now, who do I want her to have children with? I think we're gonna have Kosi. Kosi, and then, dang it. There really was a female who had spots recessive, wasn't there? Oh, maybe, maybe I'll just move one of the females that was just born. Analala, maybe I'll move you because you're the only one with dots, but she doesn't have brown fur. Kosi, I could try you. Anara, maybe? Maybe. I really just want to have a baby who looks just like chocolate chip. So to do that, okay, I can put the brown mane in if I wanted to, but I have to mutate gray fur if I'm going to hope to be able to unlock maybe brown fur. I just really want a chocolate chip baby before she dies, like one who looks like her, you know what I mean? All right, but I'm thinking about it a little bit too much. Kosi, you would be a decent match for Van Kierkier, I think. So let's go ahead and move her down over to the family nest, and then Van Kierkier can come over. What are you doing, Van Kierkier? That is the opposite of where you needed to go. That lined up. It lined up so it looked like he would go onto a different tile. Whoops. Dang it. And now I won't be able to breed them. And then here we have little Lari going, and just what is she doing here? Invading the family nest. I don't see, the stones on her chest aren't the same color. So yeah, I could see how that little one would be a bit upset. And then let's go ahead and get little, Anala. I really do want her to maybe have a gray fur, green-eyed baby. So we might keep her down here so I can keep an eye on that. And then Anala, green eyes again. Mira, I'll send you up here to help out with like berry picking and all of those other things. All right, and let's put the pregnant one where she belongs, inside of the nest, and then we can go ahead and examine this spot. And then Nu and Lorela, do I want to breed any of these? Oh, Lari is about to pass away. No, I don't think I want to breed anybody right over here, just right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a little exploring, and then we'll wait here. You can do a little exploring. Oh my goodness, you guys, look at how much of the island we've uncovered. This is just shifting up the entire feel of the island so quickly. It's very interesting to see how quickly it just changes the feeling here. All right, and should I send her over? I think that Lara might want to go back, but I don't know if she could. She does have an obligation to like her new pack, and she just met Tadukta. And I think he'd make an okay mate. He looks pretty strong. They've got a nice little family on the edges here. And a berry bush! Yay! We'll go ahead and explore that. And speaking of exploring things, another berry bush! Yay! Yeah, that is why we should be diving in here. Fantastic. And we can just send you over. You can help out. They're both like competing to see who might be able to come up to the edge of there we go. We'll just move him over there. Who might be able to come up to the edge? Okay, that's going good. Lorela, if I'm not going to breed you, I'm going to send you up here and you can help out with exploring away all of the grass. You guys, this is going very, very quickly now. All right, so I wasn't able to get Chocolate Chip's another grandchild this turn. Oh, and then I should have Vanro meet up with a female. So I do need to focus on getting the Chocolate Chip family going down. Oh no, don't get sick, little one. There's a bunny. Let's get the food. No, come back, food. There we go. Got a little bit of food. Wonderful. And then I do need to focus on getting the Chocolate Chip family descendants up and going. So we'll focus on picking out mates for everybody in just a second. And look at that. He's actually really nice. Kiroro. I like your name too. So he's got gray fur and brown fur with a brown mane. And I really like that look. I might actually have him become one of the mates of my lighter colored females. It's really hard to pick like how to breed them sometimes. Little Tavan here, who is such a tough fighter, I think he's interested in all of these skeletons over here. So he might come down over there, and Rilela can go ahead and get into the nest. And her mate, no, when did we run out of food? Oh, I hate it when that happens. It goes very, very quickly when you start moving everybody very rapidly. All right, he can go ahead and do a little exploring. We can go ahead and collect up the stray berries that we have sprinkled everywhere. Thankfully, there's quite a few of them, so we can gather up a lot of food pretty quickly. And then we can also gather up quite a few nuts pretty quickly. So Vonro, let's pick out a mate for Vonro really quickly and just send her towards him so that we know we've got that all organized. Vonro is of the chocolate chip family, so a spotted mate to bring out the dots would be awesome. Somebody who has different immunity genes to add in other than A and F would be awesome. Or maybe with somebody with poison fangs, but I think that the ram horns will always be dominant actually, so we'll have to see. All right, available females who aren't about to pass away of old age are a little low in number, but we do have a Nala, and I don't know, maybe, yeah, I think that they might make a good pair. So I'm going to send a Nala over, the reason being that I do want to pass on some of the gray fur. Well, he's lighter colored fur. I don't know about that. Okay, let's try another female. Anara, she has panda pattern recessive, which is very interesting. Here's Dots, but she does have brown eyes, and she has red fur. But not brown fur. Nuvan I find to be very attractive as well. I wonder if we'll send Nuvan over to maybe be mate of Laurie. In fact, I kind of want to do that. Why not? Laurie is pretty awesome. Oh, and let's go ahead and change her spot to blue. And that might balance out her no paw, actually. Let's do it. Nuvan, you're going to come and move in. You're going to move in with the chocolate chip family. And you're going to actually become Laurie's mate. So Laurie, unexpectedly, is about to end up with a mate of her very own, which is pretty awesome. All right, we'll go ahead and collect up those. You can only shake the tree once per turn. So let's go ahead and move her over here and then into the nest. Yes, we managed to pull that off. Wonderful. And then turn. And then we're going to go ahead and have Van Kierkier and his new mate, Kosi, get ready for a child. And I'll also send him over so we can start clearing away more of the grass when it's his turn again. All right, we're doing pretty good, you guys. Sorry it's a little slow kind of deciding like where to put everybody and who should have like what nest and who should breed with who, but that's part of the importance of the whole point of what we're supposed to be doing. Let's go ahead and scooch you up and we'll clear away a couple more spots just because we can. Oh, look at this. And I think little Vanro is probably like, whoa, wait a second, what's going on? So yes, Vanro, who did I pick as your mate? I was so excited and I was like, yeah, that'll do. Lana maybe? Or little Anala? It's so hard to pick. Anara. Was I gonna pick Anara? I think I was gonna pick Anara. We'll move Anara next time. All right, so let's go ahead and see the babies. So all of the babies born are about to be, oh no, are about to be Chocolate Chip's grandchildren. Oh, she's going to pass away the same day that like 3 of her grandbabies are born. So let's go ahead and get this over with and we can like play to peace Chocolate Chip. Oh, I'm so sad about that. But at the same moment, choom choom choom. I heard a predator. At the same moment, I heard a predator. But look at this. What just happened here? Blind? Oh my gosh. Kirokir. I didn't even realize that we were still carrying the blind. But he was just born blind with gray fur, black fur, red mane. And yet there's something kind of amazing about him. And the moment he was born, a predator has been heard on the island for the very first time in a very, very long time. So I'm not sure how we're going to really interpret that. But his older brother, Tavan, is about to be eaten by a predator unless we act fast. And he's actually been born to some of the strongest fighters. And he's an okay fighter himself with good movement. That's amazing. I didn't realize we were unfortunately dragging the blind gene along with us this whole time. So we're going to have to dispatch some of our creatures. We're aging out of some groups. We're going to need to start having some more babies. We've got a couple more babies in the chocolate chip family. Thankfully, one of them is spotted, Anara. So little Anara, who is also born with no paw. So we're gonna have to remember that. It looks like she unfortunately inherited her mother's no paw. So what are we gonna do about that? And then down here we have little Rossi, who also has one no paw but also has one berry paw, and unfortunately has bad immunity. So it doesn't look like we matched everybody up the way we really needed to. So we might need to start moving them around again. I don't know about this. And actually, Kosi didn't have no paw, did she? So that's just an unfortunate inheritance. It looks like we made some bad choices with the pairings. So I think we're gonna have to rearrange the pairings. We'll have to take the birth of this poor little one and the rattling of a predator as a sign. And we'll try again with different assortments of our creatures and just clearing the rest of the island. I think we're gonna be able to do this almost next time, you guys. And then we're gonna have to pick who we're going to breed or who we're going to send over to the next island. This is very exciting. This is very exciting, but I would like to take the final moment to say rest in peace, Chocolate Chips. I hope wherever you are, you're back with your mate Van, and you guys can sit and shake trees and think about all of your tree shaking descendants forever and ever and ever. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.